What's up, world? This your boy Antonio Khari, and you are getting in tune with the Nate Frazier Experience Podcast. Let's go.
All right, welcome to another Nate Frazier Experience, and this segment is called Get In Tune, where we interview up-and-coming artists, local artists, and try to get to know the person behind the music. So I have Antonio Khari right here. How you doing, Antonio?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
And I want to thank you, Antonio, for allowing us to be that platform for people to get to know the great person behind the great music. So before we get into the interviews, which Gina has a bunch of information about Antonio, we're going to do a toast to all the great things in life. Y'all got anything to toast about?
Toasting to Antonio.
Thank you. Hey, toasting to doing great things in life. I like that one.
Yeah.
Doing great and big things.
Ooh, that's fire. So,
That is nice.
Moscato.
yeah, I never had one. That's, man, let me get another sip of that.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to have to check this out. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it was the first time.
You know my foods with that.
The first time I heard about, it was like a documentary. This guy was explaining it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, Moscato is typically drink it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You drink it for breakfast. It was like, I think the specific Moscato he was talking about was a breakfast wine or champagne. And it stuck with me. And this was over 10 years ago. I watched it. So it's all stuck with me, you know.
That's
so
nice.
when I talk about it, I know when I tell someone about it, I know it's a fact, you know. So
I
when you
see,
go
I see.
somewhere and it's morning, you know, you're like, and waiter's like, would you like Moscato? You're like, well, sure, you know. So, you know. You know.
All right, so I'm going to finish my wine because we got the cognac over here.
But he took it all the way back with the
Man,
kibasi.
yeah, then Gina said it tastes good with the little frappuccino coffee, so we're going to see how that
We gonna
tastes.
see because
Because that's different.
we gonna see.
You are wrong, Nate. What do you? I mean,
Huh?
what are you? Was that a shot?
So, all right, Gina, because Gina has all the questions. Only seen like a brief thing about it, so ask away, Gina.
Okay.
We're going to get to know Antonio.
How do you pronounce your last name?
It's Khari.
Khari.
Yeah, so
Antonio
the H
Khari.
and the A is all worked together.
Oh, Khari.
Okay. It's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. My TT gave me that name. Shout out to my TT.
Shout out.
to TT.
Shout out.
Okay, CT.
I see you were born and raised in Gary, Indiana with your mother.
Yes. So, actually, I was born and raised in Gary with my mother, and I was in between homes in Chicago. My father's from the west side of Chicago, so a lot of traveling back and forth. But it works for me. I never felt like I was without a parent, so so it worked out for me. Even though I was prominently with my mom, and of course I have my stepdad. He's great. So.
That's amazing.
Got a great support system.
Oh yeah,
I really
that's
do.
an amazing feeling. And man, this made me think of a few others. I'm not gonna go deep into it because I'll start crying. Like I will. It's just man.
So, like,
That's great.
Antonio, what got you into making music?
Honestly, I come from a very musical background. My grandfather, grandparents, especially on my mother's side. My daddy side a little tone deaf. I love y'all though, but
Oh, really?
they're a little tone deaf, but we love them. My mother's family is more the musical side. Like I said, I've always done like music, choirs, singing groups, things like that. But I always did like background. I never was a forefront type of person at first. So, it was kind of like, probably my biggest battle was just kind of like being seen, standing on my own versus like with other people in the comfort of other people around me. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Excuse me. Wow. Sounds like you had an amazing life.
Well,
No,
yeah.
I'm not.
It's nothing to complain about.
I mean, as far as emotionally,
yeah.
no.
Well,
Not amazing. You can change the word. Let me change the word. Like,
It's triumphant.
Yes.
Sure. Yes, triumphant for sure.
Yes.
I'm not gonna sit around here and act like
right.
I was out here living in a hut or anything.
No, but
it's not.
but yeah.
I feel like even with the best lifestyles, people have their struggles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So especially with music, it was a big struggle for me because I don't like being vulnerable. Like I'm not a very big person that likes to be vulnerable with people. So.
I feel like I don't like. To me, thinking back on my life, I took, I sat down and took, the wealth aspect of it away. We have what we needed.
Yeah, I like how you said you took money out of it because
like if you just go back and think about it, like wow,
Because even before now, like now that you accept money, like you said, I feel like even when you making money doing something, you just gotta love what you do. Yeah, like I'm not gonna act like I ain't been out here making money, but I always love what I do.
Yeah.
Actually. So, Tone, since I already know you went to Proviso West.
Oh, A.
Shout out to West.
Shout out.
Proviso West.
Was it anything in high school that inspired you to do music in West?
Yeah. So I came in freshman year concert choir with Miss Lena Watson. Shout out to Miss Watson. She definitely played a big part. She taught me a lot about like music dynamics and how it's just like not always about you just knowing how to sing. Music dynamic, things like that. Just using your voice, your breathing, like she really broke down the whole just everything about music to me. I never really thought like I needed that much knowledge with as much as she did, like with the scales, and I couldn't really read music before I met her, so she really did play a big part in my life. Yes,
okay. Was it anybody that people?
Visit Selena Watson. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Was there anybody that somebody compared you to, like an artist that's already been out there?
Like back in the day, or like now?
Like now.
I mean, I keep it real. I got a really big Lucky Day influence right now. Like, he is the man right now.
Lucky Day.
Shout out Lucky Day. Like, he's got him a little Grammy and everything. That man is talented. I really like him, So I've been really
familiar. That sounds so familiar.
I'm gonna put you on, like, he's really good dude.
Because me and Gina, we listen to your music, and I like it because it seemed more like Anderson .Paak.
Okay, I have gotten that comparison.
Yeah, I like that,
and I hadn't heard him before,
yeah.
So I have to go back and kind of listen. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the soulfulness. It's like it's not all just singing when you hitting certain notes. It's like it's mellow, but it's going with the melody, and I like it. It's like one big
real
like,
feel good kick back type of vibe.
Yeah,
that's kind of like
if I'm listening to that, then I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Someone at work, I think it was Rose.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rose.
Yeah, shout out to Rose.
Shout out to
Rose. She from Bellwood.
We would actually need her signature before saying her name.
Nah, I'm pretty sure she'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, shout out to Rose.
Oh man. So she was like, "There's a song on Nate's podcast. I like the beat to it." You know, and I was like, "I bet you it was Antonio." I think I said your last name wrong.
It might be Steph.
How do you say your last name again?
Antonio Khari.
Khari. And I said, I think it was Antonio Khari, but I said the last name different. She was like, she said that's who it was.
I told you,
she said,
people love
because the beginning of the podcast, your music plays is nice. I was like, I bet you that's who it was.
Yeah, I got a lot of people that compliment
I can almost guarantee it was Steph. A lot of people like that song, and that's honestly like.
She was like, she's older too.
Yeah, that's older. Probably
She was like, it's the beat. She said, it's the beat I like.
It's a step or something.
Yeah,
that's honestly like. And that album, well, mixtape, whatever. Like aside from the one that's coming out now, it's probably like my most like.
Yeah, it's fire.
Really,
it's different.
It's like a real I go through shit and I just really just like can I curse on you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can talk your shit on here.
Especially in music, like and growing into like just like, especially when we become men, like, it seems like it's such a breeze, but it's
no.
like,
I know, I have a son.
We have to work out, we have to deal with our feelings and our emotions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Still having especially being a black guy, it's just so many things that comes with being a guy, especially nowadays, like,
Absolutely.
they don't really give us the opportunity to be vulnerable, to feel things.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like this.
No, but for real, because it's like, in like real life, when we moving in real life, it's like it's demasculizing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really too many times that you can come to another brother like, yo, I just need to talk like that. So I kind of want to. I like you to use that, especially I don't like to talk to people like that. I keep it real. I'm really like I handle things on my own for the most part, and so I guess that was just my way to kind of like, reach out to people and just talk.
It's what I've been doing is I'm trying to change, because a lot of times.
Is that concoction good?
It's good. I like.
I see you steady.
I like. Yeah, like I'm on my second glass.
Speaking on podcasts, it's like you don't want to say the wrong things.
That's
so
right.
a lot of times I won't be able to correct, like I just had a chance to now, like saying what I said. Well, no, I don't mean my mom shouldn't have been a mom. I just feel like I look at her.
I
look at her as a person,
That's
and I'm like, man,
like
you shouldn't have. Man, you would have been doing. You know what I mean? But that's not normal nowadays. But so what I've been doing is
it's super sensitive.
I've been
nowadays.
like doing like voice exercises, and it may not make sense, but the tone in your voice when you speak, like sometimes I have to change it because I don't want to come off as being rude. And it's like, man, I don't, but it's like, that's why I stay behind this, and like people that know me, like, let me change this now. You know what I mean?
And you know what?
So,
that's funny you said that, because
the style of speaking.
I tell you now, you're going to have to get out that mindset.
Really?
Because especially if you're trying to make it big, you definitely going to have to.
But I want to make it like locally. I can handle local.
I'm talking about as far as like, like how you speak. Like, like my mother always say, like, you should be able to say whatever you want. It's just how you say it and how you present it to people. Like, my mother was definitely the type of person, like, you say what you want to me, like, please.
Right.
As long as I feel like your mother actually does it. So if you think I'm like, some stuck up bitch, you better figure out a way to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's important. Sometimes you have to rub certain people the wrong way for them to get it right. I mean, not to speak too much on your situation, like with your mother, like, if that's something that you felt going into the woman that you are, hey, this is how I feel, and what can we do moving forward at 35 to fix it? So, absolutely, just after I do explain myself, even my mom would be like, whoa, like I needed to hear that, because I used to learn, like, I'm not being rude, but well, you need to be out catering, you need to be out catering, cooking, like we're fine, we're grown, you know what I mean? Like, I get it now, the days you were mad and you were sick, like, I get it.
Because this getting me lit. I'm getting lit off this.
I'm like,
really? That's
this
a
nice.
lot of cognac you poured.
He definitely put that, but that's okay. More coffee than cognac.
Look at it. I should have brought some chopsticks to stir.
The cinnamon sticks. Oh, you should have said a cinnamon stick in there. That would have been very nice.
That's fire.
Because these are some ideas I'm going to have because we're going to have caterers, like waitresses bringing us drinks.
That's funny.
In the tents.
Because, we got it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm glad to see a lot of people got a lot of stuff going on. That's what's
Tone, is there any artist that you would like to do a song with?
Oh, my God. Well, again, Lucky Day. That's my favorite artist.
Famous or not.
Okay. Famous or not. Okay, very much so, yes. There's an up-and-coming artist right now, West, too. His name is Noah Hayes. Shout out to Noah Hayes and his brother, I think, with Cards Entertainment, Lucky Spearmint. They doing their thing right now. Definitely want to see what we can do with them. I'm kind of in this space where I definitely am like in a really, really eager space to work with like local people and just like do come ups together. So yeah, but honestly, I love the female artists are killing it right now. Like her, Kehlani, they got strong pens. I love artists with a strong pen. Kehlani. You know what that is? Her, She has a really strong pen and presence in music right now. Like Jasmine Sullivan, like, you know.
Oh,
I'm a soulful. I got a soulful
yeah.
pen. Like,
Yeah.
And I like people who like vulnerable with their pen. Like I said, like usually if you really want to like get into my head and my feelings, you have to listen to my songs because 9 times out of 10 I won't give it to you.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And
Absolutely.
that is, oh man, I'm just like, where'd the artists go like this? Man, where did the artists go?
So if you had any local artists,
yes.
So I just
looking to be featured with somebody, we got Antonio over here.
Yeah.
Great music. That'll be a fire, like.
And I mean, finally, like I said, I'm coming outside. I've done a lot of writing and a lot of background stuff. Like
so it's.
And I mean, and I didn't know my music business either. So I've been snaked. Like, you know. On
oh, really?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Like, you know, I mean, I've been writing like a while. So I would like sit in people's sessions and be coming up with stuff, and you know, I don't know the music logistics like you know now. What I know now, like you know, you write "Hello, how are you?" That's like a fee.
Yeah.
Like I just be in sessions just giving away gems, and people just go and do their thing. But I didn't know better. Like you know, I'm like okay, 14 years old in the studio with a bunch of grown people.
That sucks. If there was a wholesome person,
But I
mean, it's a cutthroat business. So
it shouldn't be.
That's one of the things
that's a whole nother.
That's one of the things that I appreciate about this business because I don't play at all when it comes to my shit. Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, like I do that again. Like you know, I feel like that helped me out a lot because can't nobody play with me when it comes to my business.
Yeah, true.
You know, a lot of artists, I feel like they, you know, they forget who their fans might be, the age of them. You know, the age.
Sometimes that's hard.
Sometimes once you're where you want to be, you forget about your fans and how young they can be. You know, and it's like I don't question because it's not my place. I'm not gonna question an artist, you know, about their art. I'm not, but it's just something personally, you know, that I'll talk about with Nate. Like I wonder, you know, it's something like it's and this question took me almost a year to even form. Like, do you feel like some artists, it's almost like a marinating bottle of liquor. You know what I mean? This question to me. Like, you know, do you think a lot of artists forget about how young their fans can be?
Absolutely.
And it's such a sensitive question. That's why I haven't, you know, it's just like.
Ask me because I got a lot to say. Are you asking me? Okay.
And like I said, this is a question marinated. You know, this is something that, and so like me, I feel like how people that own businesses and they're like, I'm not pulling this out, you know, because I'll feel when it's right. You know, that's how I feel about my words and my questions. You know, I feel like you're the right artist to ask. It is a question that I've had put up for years. It's like, because it's so scary, you know, you don't, because right away it gets taken the wrong way. And it's like, you know, and then a lot of artists just get stuck, you know.
They're sensitive about their shit.
But it's about other questions I've seen the reaction about. So I'm like, I know, you know, you know, now then I wasn't on podcasts, but now, you know what I mean? Being on a podcast, like now, you know what I mean? This question that I've always had just on a normal day.
You got the platform.
You got to ask that. Yeah. Wendy Williams didn't make it to the top.
Oh yeah.
Being scared to ask questions. So
so this is like a marinated question.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right. I could actually complain about that a lot. I think that a lot of things that we put on TV and in our songs are the heaviest influence on our generation, and I do not think people consider, you know, like you got people that be like, well, I'm not responsible for your kids. Yes, the fuck you are.
Exactly.
Because if it's like kids like me, I was always on LimeWire and shit like that, trying to see what's
LimeWire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's a big deal, and like that's something else that I always wanted to be careful with, and that's what I'm doing right now with this one. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, I'm finna do Radio Disney music. It's not gonna happen. But definitely gotta consider kids because, like, at the end of the day, like, you know, I mean, I was one of those kids, like, you know, I mean. You know, the little trainer's going on about SWV Rain. The song concept.
I see that.
As a kid, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that, you know, but it's a delivery. That. Like, you know, they brought it as a ballad. You know, okay, I just know I like this song, but you know,
so
it's all about the delivery.
But they like the Like,
do you think in like the music industry, is it like subliminal messages in music?
Yes. I honestly think sometimes that's important. Because I mean, especially when you like, I write with multiple meanings. Like, I might say something that might mean 10 other things. I think that's important.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fine. I like the kid. But yeah, I think that's important. Some things do need to be subtle. Like even as adults, we enjoy sex. That don't mean we have to always talk about what we're doing in the bedroom.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, which is kind of piggybacking off of your question.
Well,
I think when we make music and when we make anything or any type of art, we have to consider everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then,
would you ever put like positive subliminal messages in your music?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much a lot of my music. I talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of I'm the shit. You can't stop. You can't do. But it's like under the message is like. That's a self-affirmation because, like I said, for a long time I didn't believe myself like I do now. So a lot of like my music come off like oh yeah, you can't stop me, and but honestly, I'm telling myself like, can't nobody stop you, and don't let them stop you. So it comes off like talking shit, but it's really self-motivating.
Yeah, because when we listen to it, it's not even like the kids come around, we gotta turn it off. It's like nah, we can let it play.
Yeah, and I mean like I think it's time for us to start talking about more than drugs and like.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because
it's like so much more to life. And honestly, drugs, money, and bitches don't. Money, but bitches don't pay me.
Yeah.
I mean,
all that's being talked about.
I get, everyone has a story, and some people, had to do certain things to them. Like to other people, they might look at you and say, "You can get a job. You didn't have to do it." But.
You gotta understand somebody's circumstance,
right?
But if the only thing you can put on the track and on
it's
your
like, okay, that's about your life. We get it.
Then
now come on with something else.
Yeah,
how do you feel now that you're making? That you're
I
getting paid?
You know what I
mean? Why does it feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, let's write about
it's
what
scary.
are your trips to the bank like?
It's scary.
Yeah,
right.
I can't.
I feel like this. I feel like this.
If somebody talk about the same thing over and over, then I can't see them being creative because
and
that happens to the best of them. Like Lil Wayne, one of the greatest rappers alive.
Oh yeah,
he's played out because he don't talk about nothing but bitches and money,
and that's all he talks.
Because
it's like he made it now. It's like he really don't have nothing else to talk about.
That's something I would bring up when I wanted like a certain. Publicity or something. I would never talk about sex ever. If I was an artist, I would talk about so much more. I would even have like acknowledgement versus like what would understanding be? Like a person's understanding, where would it fall?
Yeah.
Are you are you acknowledging? Are you realizing? You know what I mean? Like versus. You know what I mean? Like acknowledgement versus a realization versus.
Because it was who was it? It was some artists that used it as a publicity stunt. Like they using sex or drugs when they wasn't really like that.
Future, something came out about Future. Nicki Minaj. He talked about all this doing lean,
and he said he can only Or even Rick Ross.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. It's sad that he felt like he had,
or even Rick Ross.
That's one thing I hate so much. I hate when people write about stuff that's not true.
Yeah.
Man, it's like you're taking the art out of it.
Rick Ross,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Rick Ross talked about selling cocaine and all that when he was a correctional officer.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like just rap about.
But if he's serious,
because Rick Ross is fire. All he got to do is rap about his life. I think
then you got people like Mary J. Blige who've been through real shit. They talk about real shit.
Yes.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Her music does not. Her music's totally different.
I fuck with it.
That's the type of art, raw, like it don't always sound good, but it's real, like you can feel that shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's what I fuck with.
It ain't gonna connect with everybody, but somebody out there is gonna listen to that.
But it's like, what kind of audience are you trying to get with the music you're putting out?
That's why.
You know what I mean?
But
like
you
obviously
really know your audience.
Yeah,
your audience
you don't.
Choose you.
Yeah,
you never.
But with the putting out songs like I'm selling dope as a CEO. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to get respected for it, or are you just talking about your life?
But
are you just saying, "Hey, I've been through this"?
Can I play devil's advocate real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, but see, and shout out to anybody who gonna make their money. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
Agreed,
like I said,
yeah.
I ain't always come from, you know, good to go eat.
Oh, me neither.
You know, you got some people who try their hardest out here, and I mean, like, you know, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
You know, and I mean, like, you know, it's unfortunate the moral standing of it, but you know what? Like I said, I feel like anybody that's out here trying to feed their kids and they trying to do something better, like, if you gonna sell a sack or two and you know you're gonna invest it into, you know, a restaurant, what I'm gonna say? Flip that money. Like,
flip that
if
money.
you gonna dance with the devil on the dance floor, that's how I do it. At least on the floor.
Like who did that? Young Jeezy. All Young Jeezy music was about selling drugs and all that.
These trap niggas.
I was in that. Came there the snowman. Like I was in that. But now you see this kid going to college, you know, and it's like, damn, you don't know that lifestyle.
The Asian woman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from the top.
I was like, you know.
Isn't that the View or the real? The real.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that because I.
That's what you do. You flip the bag. Flip it.
But
that bag, get that money.
I'm big on like.
So like, Tone, what
you know the good things that drugs do for your body. You know what I mean?
You talking about
I don't feel like I feel like people take it too far. You know, when they're like. You know, like, I sold dope, but, you know, they don't say they were disrespectful to the people they sold dope to. You know what I mean?
And that's
but I'm saying
that's the tricky part. Cause it's like, but at the end of the day,
you're giving Miss Mary
something that's gonna kill her, and she'll never be in her right mind. So it's tricky. Like I never thought
it's sensitive. It's sensitive, but
the drug epidemic is a problem, fellas.
Yes.
Listen, I ain't gonna knock y'all hustle, but we need to do better for our grandmothers because we need our kids.
And let's talk about what it can naturally do for your body. Like it can't go extinct. That's what I'm saying. But, you know, I'm not saying they're making other people look bad because there's some people that grow it. There's some people, you know what I mean, that they're, you know, and it's such an asset to
it is legal.
It is such, it does amazing things for the body. Like you what? If you can watch it on the screen.
And I mean, I'm not gonna get too much into that, but I got something really big
and seizures.
With that.
There's a.
You have your own strain?
I'm trying to get in health and wellness. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
I'll have that at the event too.
Okay.
I'll have.
I like that.
I like that. Like, you know, I wanna start like a big old center. I want to start it because I mean, like, if anybody out there want to help out, let's come together and do it. Like, I want to set up some centers. I want to set up some centers for people where a one-stop shop where people can come, you know, get tested, you know, get your meds, come work out, get your physical therapy. I want a whole center for like all of that. You know, maybe while you do your physical therapy, you can see your kid in there to play basketball with others.
That's right.
I want a whole recreational center for health and wellness.
So, Tom, I was gonna ask you. What you think is more important, fame or money?
Fortune. I don't give a fuck about no clout. Give me my money now, and that's it.
I like that. I don't give a fuck about no clout. Give me my money now.
Me 10 times as long as the check clear.
Because a lot of people don't know how to separate that.
Can't worry about nobody work. You know my name, you don't, as long as the bank account knows it.
I like that. I like that. Dang, yeah, let me.
At the event we have this summer, I'm having flyers. So for the next year, it's gonna show all the dates and the events we're gonna have. So one of my events is gonna be.
He gotta be number one on the event.
My event is gonna be called.
He gotta be.
It's called.
He gotta be performing
a Jake City event.
Like you gotta have him number one.
He's we're gonna have to get paperwork. You know, for him to sign.
Yeah, we gotta get him up there.
Then we need a price. We need a price.
Okay. We gotta get him up there.
What's ASAP Mills? He hasn't given me a price. He hasn't. I was like,
and I mean, with things like that, you have to really put in I mean, you got some people that just can't do it, but you know, I used to be that type of person, like. But I mean, I get it. You gotta pay people. You know, you got people that
But this is something that's at the end of the summer.
So, Tone, is music is like your career path? Like you plan on taking it like all the way to the end of its wits?
For me, I'll keep it real with you. I'm come off as a forefront type of person, but that's not so much me. Ultimately, I will like to handle artists. I'm on my Jay-Z shit. I'm gonna just go through the trenches now.
Okay.
Because ultimately, I want to put people on and I want to put people on that we don't really stop and listen to. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists out here that even like people that doing talk show. I'm working with a girl now. She want to kind of get in the talk. So let's go ahead. Like I said, I kind of started my own business to kind of just like give people opportunities I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, I don't want to stay too long into that, but I was, working with another family, and it didn't work out. We had our creative differences, and we still good or whatever. We just part our ways. I just think that's what it is about growing. And when you like serious about your craft, you grow apart. Yeah, and things like that. But shout out 88 Keys production.
88 Keys.
Shout out 88 Keys.
Definitely. That's why I started out. I always show them love. But I broke off it because I just had a different vision, and I mean that happens.
Yeah.
I
mean? So, we got creative differences. That's
I went and did my own thing. Ultimately, like I said, I started the company because I just want to give a voice to other people. I'm not really a forefront type of person, but it just kind of found me. So I'm a milk and I'm a wing it, and like I said, ultimately, hopefully I can get it to like TV, and then I could let the media and music do itself, so I can really focus on my health awareness. I really want to get these centers started.
Well, what's your business called so people can reach out?
It's media and music business, Black Kingdom Entertainment. Anybody that's on any of my social medias, you definitely familiar with that.
Facts.
I make sure that I share Black Kingdom and y'all faces.
Media?
What do you mean?
Media and music?
Yeah, so it's like ultimately I want to produce like TV shows and
mini
so
series. If you searching,
on a cooking segment right now.
He got his own business.
Anybody that know how to cook and they throw down in the kitchen, I'm gonna have your favorite cocktail. Let's do it.
Okay, hey, I like that. I always watch them cookie shows on the mukbangs where they be eating all that lobster.
Yeah, I kind of got a nice little following on Snapchat. It was weird. Like I was doing it for fun for a while, and like once I kind of got like people in my books like, what's for lunch? Why you eat lunch? So I'm like, oh, okay, so let me do something with this. So I'm
I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. That's what happened with Storytime with Nate.
Things like that. So yeah, but right now I've just been working on the music right now, so I just want to get the album done, so I can just kind of just below that.
So is it like you creating the album? Is it like a tough process? Like, do you got to get in a certain mindset?
For me, yeah. Because for a while I had a little block.
Okay.
And I was just kind of surviving off the mixtape a little bit and just making beats for other people and giving them away. But yeah, that's definitely a process. Because it's like I said, it's always bigger than just sounding good. And
Would you like more?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, we getting lit in here. We getting tone right.
Oh God.
Yes.
We getting tone right.
But yeah, like that's my creative process. Like I said, that's probably the most fun one I would be. I'm not a very emotionally sharing person. That's something I probably need to work on. But yeah.
So are you more of like? Because I know some artists, once they hear a certain beat, then they can automatically just write like this. Other beats they have to take time for. Are you
okay? So I'm a quick writer. Like I can write a song in about 10 minutes. Perfecting the song is like perfecting the song. No, like
10 minutes.
Yeah, I can write a song pretty quick. That's just something I always did. I started out with poetry, so I play with words.
Ah,
I like that.
Okay.
I like play words. With words. Oh my gosh.
I think that's
a lyricist.
Yeah, yes, very much so. Like I used to do, like rapping kind of just happened. Like I'm not a rapper at all. I'm not a rapper under any circumstance.
Yeah, I wouldn't label you a rapper. Yeah, because the type of
I do it and it just happens. You know, sometimes I'll just be singing and it just happens.
And another thing, I'm gonna have poetry There's gonna be an hour of poetry at the event.
Please,
you gotta smack his name
my
on
mother
that.
love spoken word. Please.
Okay.
You gotta smack his name on that.
Hey,
Yes,
so,
Smack his name right
I
up.
mean, I just want to just watch. I love spoken word. Like,
it's
that's
gonna
like
be so nice.
Yeah, that's probably where my biggest influence came from writing.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna, like a speakeasy, but it's gonna be just for an hour. But we're gonna have like a list of things. Like we're gonna have
low key. Okay.
It's like,
but no,
like for
a lot of people not doing that no more. You know,
really?
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of spoken word. It's like speakeasies where people just come.
But see, they only do theirs for like an hour too. They only have like, or they don't even do it for an hour. Sometimes
poetry.
they only have like 2 poets that go on stage, and after that it's just strictly
because nobody comes out. But
see, we're gonna have flyers all over the cities. I mean,
I would definitely.
We're gonna have flyers in Indiana. We're gonna have flyers in Wisconsin.
That'd be fire.
We're gonna have flyers in all different states.
Can you even sign somebody to just do poetry?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. That's pretty much what Floetry is. Floetry. Like a lot of people don't know. The other girl never really sang.
She
was a poet. She was out here. She wanted spoken words, and
that's good.
Marsha Ambrosia would do like ad-libs on her poetry.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
They're called Floetry.
Floetry.
They're not together anymore. But,
I know Floetry.
Yes. Oh my God, I missed them.
Oh yeah.
Because then who else used to do poetry? Wale used to do poetry.
Yeah, Wale do a whole track of poetry.
Yeah. I love Wale.
Jill Scott does
Jill Scott.
Oh my gosh. We're going to have projector.
Before she did that microphone thing.
Like I said.
They give people their flowers while they're here. That's all about it.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Cheers to that.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Damn, I drank all mine. But cheers anyway. Like
that last little
Hold on. We both feel bad for you, Nate. Hold on. We're about to pour
I'm over drinking.
No, please.
We took over the podcast.
Listen.
So, Tone, I was going to ask you, since you've been making music and you really been putting your platform, Black Kingdom, out there, has any of your friends switched up on you, or has like people came in your life and was like, hey, how's it going? Like, I see you trying to do your thing. Like,
and I was just talking with somebody about this. Yes. That's probably the one thing I didn't prepare for. Since I kind of like, especially since I, really, really throw myself in this thing, it's been a shift in life. I'm not going to lie. I mean, some things hit harder than others. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And like I said, this is something that I physically ran from. And God was just pretty much like, no, nigga running with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But to it.
Right.
And that whole thing, everybody can't come with you, that is a real thing. And I think people really take that lighter than what it is. Like, that really hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I said, I've been through some things, like even with this past year. And, and I think God is preparing me for, because it won't be the first, it won't be the last time. Yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. I don't even want to really get
I could definitely relate, because once I started this podcast, I didn't think it was going to take off like it did.
And that's the crazy part. Yeah. Like, I don't prepare for it. So it happens, and then it's like...
Well...
Yeah, it's like you're trying to do it, and then you still have to deal with like the emotions of the situation. Like, it's tough.
And then you got people popping up out of nowhere. Hey, you remember me? No, like
10 numbers.
10 numbers.
Listen, like that shit is real. Like, and I mean, these people who wouldn't give my shit a time of day. Like, real talk. And then it's like,
all of a sudden they friendly and they...
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm doing this thing, and good luck with that. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like I hate when people, like, you can help build me up, but you want me to do something to build you up. And I mean, ultimately, I'll do it because it's like...
My homie.
That's in my heart.
Yeah.
It's in my heart, so...
Yeah, you definitely gotta watch out for people like that just want to be your friend because you got.
And this is why I like to stay, like in my tent on my laptop.
That's the safest place, though.
I know, because you guys are gonna be calling me like, man.
I always felt like I needed somebody with me.
Like,
I could do shit.
you guys,
yes, like man, the amount of stuff I be getting, I'm like, man, I need goddamn secretary or something.
All the stuff you're doing on your own, you know what I mean? Yeah. So once the event starts, it's gonna be crazy.
And that's cash money.
You guys are, you guys are gonna be getting views. You guys are gonna get like 5,000 views at a time.
People think it's all about like putting something down.
Gina know because she work with me. I'll be in there trying to edit videos. Damn, what you doing? I'm editing videos.
Grinding.
Like, I mean, and I'll give you one. I'll push it a little further. Like, you know, like shout out to BJ. We used to be like in the closets recording.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We used to try to make it happen.
That was his name, BJ or
Brittany Johnson. She went to West too. Shout out to Brittany Johnson.
Shout out to you, Brittany.
I love you, girl.
Yeah, hey, that's why I started my podcast in the closet. They was like, hey, you do it in the closet.
Yo, we would be in the car making beats going in, and I can't wait to y'all hear her stuff. She's really talented. Shout out to B Nicole J.
I'm a fan of things that don't die. I know it sounds weird. I'm a fan of alcohol. I'm a fan of
hey, that's the first. That's the first time that.
The thing about when we're gone, like, you know, who's gonna be here to play?
Like, what
you
leave
but I don't believe in dying, so it's like, you know, that's a whole nother story. But I don't know. That was random.
So basically, you're gonna die and turn into like an eagle or something.
You know, with the route we're going,
if you come back as an eagle, don't eat me.
Listen, I'll put you in the cage and.
Like Eagle Gina right here. What you mean? That's an eagle.
But you know, I like open-minded
you know,
people.
like
yes. I
was thinking, I was like one
night. That's the best thing.
I looked at a bottle of whiskey one night, and I was just sitting in my room by myself. I was thinking, like, I don't know what I was tripping. What was I thinking on that? I mean, like,
he was like, you know, you can make me feel good.
I was like tripping though. I was just like,
I don't know what it was. I was tripping though.
I know you can make me feel good right now.
I was drunk. I looked at it. I was like, you know what? They won't be here, but you'll be here tomorrow.
You here as long as I say you here. Till I drink you up. Right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, open-minded people are awesome.
Exercise your mind.
Yeah, even if people is set in their ways, they know what they want.
Man, that's a sad
just to
thing.
open your mind just for
that's such a stagnant way to live, though. Like,
oh my God,
just open your mind to like different possibilities, like because
stop playing it safe for me.
Just open your mind. Open your mind up because you never know. You might hear something and be like, "Yo, that fits me. I could use that."
I'm telling you, it's definitely retribution in the risk.
Yep,
for sure. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I like that word. I was like, okay.
I told people
he made it up.
So because I told the story to a lot of people. I work at a job where I'm a supervisor, so when I'm talking to somebody, I switch up my words. So when the guy said something, I was gonna say facts and then absolutely.
Facts-absolutely.
And then I said, the way I said it was weird, and then I was like, facts-absolutely. I was like, hey, I like that. I'm going to start using that. Yeah. And ever since then, I've been using it, facts-absolutely. I've been selling the masks for facts-absolutely, and everybody been walking around with them.
I'm going to have to do something with that. I have to go ahead and figure something out with that.
It's one of his words he made up.
I try to be real creative because, you know, when I was growing up, I try to do a lot of stuff, but I think my way of thinking was beyond all the friends that I was with way of thinking. So when I used to be like, I'm gonna do this because, you know, they got streaming on Twitch and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I was doing that before Twitch was even created, and I uploaded my shit on YouTube, and they was like, man, you can record while you playing the game. I was like, yeah, but I never really looked at it like, oh, I can make money off that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like at this point, like, especially once we have to go to like a fully virtual life, you should get money off it. Yes. That's honestly what boosted me. Like, I went in COVID. I hate what you've done to the place, but I'm so glad you've definitely gave me the kick push I needed. Yes.
Think about all the survivors.
Bring out all the creative people.
Shout out to my grandfather. That almost took him out. But God said,
wow.
No.
Oh, really?
Yes.
God
Okay.
said, oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That COVID stuff is no joke. And you know what? And people have their little opinions about vaccines and stuff like that. But you know what? Shout out to Jimmy Glass because you pushed through like the warrior you are. And I'm proud of you.
All right, Jimmy Glass.
Question. Do you have any sweaters or shirts?
I was looking at that. That's
you know what? And I actually have T-shirts for y'all, and I left them.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh
So
no.
I will. I'm gonna have it sent. I'm gonna have.
Okay.
So make sure you get a.
Because that sweater is fire.
I definitely got y'all. I get you sweaters, no problem. But I got little T-shirts too, so I definitely
That's
have
fire.
y'all. I'm sorry, I'll try to.
Oh my God! Look, I'm like looking at it, like imagining it on
Yeah,
myself.
that's what I'm like.
I'm thinking of what shoes I'm gonna get to go with it.
No, I
so
got
when you
you.
come to
That
the
is fire. I would
stage,
definitely rock that.
when he comes to the stage, I'm gonna have his shirt on.
Yeah.
You can go on my website, AntonioKharimusic.com, or you can go on BKEworld.com. Either way, you'll be able to shop for these.
Yeah, that is fire. I like that.
Yeah,
Man, I
these
like
is made
that.
by
Yes.
Paris and Tokyo, I guess. Yeah. Shout out to all these shout outs.
Okay.
I modeled for her back in the day. She really, really played a big part in, just my confidence in myself.
Okay.
Yeah, she got me in the modeling heavy, so.
Yeah, do you still model?
Yeah, I do. I definitely took more of a front seat for my business. I got to make money, baby.
Oh yeah,
but
money.
Definitely. That put a little money in my pocket. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you have just as a sweaters, shirts? So at the event, do you want like a 30-minute session for like someone to model your clothes?
We talking about we gonna talk about what he do have.
Merchandise. I do have sweaters, T-shirts, and I have masks as well. So
I forget that we're having.
But that's good.
That's the good thing about it. That's what makes it authentic.
Okay.
Keep me in the tent.
That's what makes it authentic.
But yeah. Well, we could definitely talk about the new single "Honest" if you would like to.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, like I said, I'm taking a more vulnerable approach. I want to normalize people just like just talking about what they really feeling.
Like just be
honest is probably the one and only song that will cry. I don't play that. But it's it's a real honest song. I didn't really know what else to call it.
Okay.
I was
How long did it take for you to make it?
I probably been writing honest for a while, maybe over 3 years, but it came together maybe not a couple 6 months ago. Like I said, I was dealing with a really tough situation. You know what I'm saying? I think when you close with people, whether it's relationships or friendships, the codependency is what really fucks us up. You know what I'm saying? We get used to just having certain people in our corner. We used to just seeing people, and we allow certain things that we just shouldn't. Honest is pretty much coming into a place where I can be like, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You could have had it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm at a place right now where I can say you fucked up.
Facts.
Hey,
yeah, because a lot of people they look at the short term instead of the long term.
Yeah, it's a really deep song. Probably the most. Yeah, I probably won't be that open with my business like that ever again. But
wow.
Yeah, it's a really honest break. I really need to let that shit out because I was dealing with a lot of shit.
It's amazing how you find therapy in it.
Yeah, because I refused therapy all these years.
So organic.
I refused to talk to people.
But you are your own therapist.
Yeah, and that took
a lot of people
long time.
A lot of people don't have that gift.
Yeah, it was.
It's hard. It took a long time. I just shared a post the other day of, I'm falling back in love with myself a little bit.
Yeah. So. Oh yes, man, I love your choice of words.
It took a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't really see how you don't love yourself through how you interact with other people. Like when you settle and deal with things that you don't deserve or anything. Like I said,
but it's just you can move on. You can move on from it.
Yeah.
And I think this is what helped me move on from it. Like I was dealing with a lot of hard stuff.
Moving on is such a strong. Words are so powerful, and then how you take them. What you do with them after you take them, massage them. Do you know what I mean?
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like,
because I mean, I could easily curse somebody out and swing on somebody, but that's not really a healing for me.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be like
touching the leather is more healing. You know what I mean?
But it is. Yeah. And I mean, I think honestly,
touching. I like that. She said touching the leather.
I like that wordplay. But
thank you. Yours too.
But that's definitely a record where I just kind of let it all go and I just left it there.
I like that. And I feel like a lot of people should do that, or even start a diary or a journal.
A lot of this whole album is pretty much my journal.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Man, that's powerful to know that.
Okay.
Yeah, when you sit in COVID and have to think about everything.
I
might die from this shit.
Yeah.
You
ain't got no choice.
Really
you ain't got no choice.
I sat down those.
You ain't got no choice but to say
I just
to it.
Let it all go.
You ever release a book with your album? I think
it can be a 50-page book.
I think that'll be fire.
I am working on the book.
Oh damn!
Wow,
Okay.
Nate, with the psychic ability.
That'll be fire.
It's gonna be journal says almost like a guide. Back to yourself.
Okay.
Because that's really where I've been the last 5 years.
That's fire. I like that.
To me, I lost myself maybe since 2013. I was kind of existing.
I lost myself for about 2 years in and out the hospital, and then I finally snapped out of it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I felt like I was just existing.
Right. There is nothing wrong with me.
I feel like that. I feel like that once in a while. You know, it's all normal to feel like that.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I guess that was probably my biggest thing because I never found normalcy and it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There is not a lot of people that have our personalities that can sit at a table. Basically, we're not supposed to meet. In the typical statistic way of thinking. We're not supposed to meet. We've met. So it's gonna be crazy after this. Yeah. You have to think most of the time it's one of us per 20 typical minds, and it's we're 9 times out of 10 the leader.
But you know what? That's one of the things I do like about your podcast. It's not typical. And,
I
think another thing that I really encourage y'all to do if you do check out the podcast, please watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because
there be some stuff in there.
Definitely. I think it's the experience as a whole that kind of brings together. I think definitely we need to normalize having those rough and just.
And we can show you a little bit of our normal. You know what I mean? Because we're all special in some way.
Yeah, because most of the time it was just talking. We stand out
whether as lyricists, event planner, podcast analyst. Would it be analyst or anchor?
I don't even know because I didn't even.
Oh my gosh!
When I started doing podcasts,
take his drink.
No, I'm honest. Somebody said I had a good radio voice, and then they was you should do a podcast, and then it wasn't. A shout out to Deborah.
Shout out to Deborah.
Deborah's son came out with a podcast talking about Deborah and all the stuff that she done. And I was like, man, how you do that? And that's when she showed me Anchor, and then I started doing it. The first podcast that I put out, it got 70-something views or 70-something.
And I mean, that's good when you start from scratch. What I'm saying? People don't understand
that. Because
and I was like, I got my first. I'm like, y'all
got my first 100 views. I was posting that everywhere, and they it's 100. I'm like, do you know that? It's 100 people that went out by my shit.
And they all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Oh, that was my song.
I feel like even the small accomplishments is big.
Yeah, because
you are your blueprint. I'm in competition with nobody but myself. I don't look to nobody to be better or less than nobody. I try to be better than who I was. What's today? The 16th. Then I was on the 15th.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my god.
This podcast put
We're all
me in
be
communication with Antonio, and that's why Antonio is up here right now. because of this podcast. So
he's such a special artist,
and I really do appreciate all the support like he's been showing.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I'm at work, like, man, you hear this?
Yeah.
They're like, man, yo, this song is fire.
And I mean, I just honestly just make it.
And we're gonna have cookouts.
Man,
we're gonna have. I mean, oh my God, let's not talk about food because I date.
He loves food.
I date food. Okay.
See, I like your choice of words. Yeah. Like that lady. Who was that lady that was like, she had the noodles? She's like trying to show people how to feed like 30 people with like $5 or something like that.
She passed.
Oh, she did?
No.
This for the motherfucking kids. She passed from cancer maybe.
Yo. R.I.P.
I was gonna look her up.
She's like, motherfucker, you gotta get in there.
Yeah. This for the motherfucking kids. Get your hand out there. Yeah, she did. Maybe I shouldn't say she did. She's passed.
Either, you know.
Man, and I used to look at it, I was like, damn, for real, you can feed her? Let me go get 5 packs of noodles.
I mean, how?
5 packs of noodles. Yeah, it be looking fire. 5 packs of noodles with the ground beef. I'm like,
you know what I do? Well, when I was younger, my uncle used to put shrimp. My grandmother would buy shrimp in a jar.
And he
used to put it in our shrimp ramen noodles.
Wait, shrimp come in a jar? What, like, is it pickled or something?
He used to add it to our ramen noodles.
Is it like pickled shrimp or is it just like regular shrimp?
It's regular. It's like
in a
real
jar,
tiny, but it was. I tried to, I tried to do it myself, but I got the wrong shrimp. So I've been searching for the shrimp, but I don't know if I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, because I never seen no shrimp in a jar.
That was just my memory.
That was new to me. I ain't never seen no shrimp.
I know
in a jar.
the woman you're talking about used ramen noodles.
Yeah,
so
and I used to look
that
at
was just my memory of
ramen
noodles.
Yeah, that shit used to be fire.
Everything was special.
When you get your first apartment or first crib, that shit is a struggle.
Is it?
I mean, I sell plates on Sunday.
She got like it. She got getting hers.
$10 plates.
I fucks with a motherfucker going to get it.
$10 plates.
$10
cooking with Gina.
Get your cheeky here.
But yeah.
Yeah, I used to.
I'm making smorgasbords this week. So I switch it up. I'm actually, like I said, saving for my kids to move here with me. So anything I can do, I miss them so much. So thank you for inviting me to do the interview. It keeps me busy because I miss them. If I was a weak person, I would be at home like.
I'm telling you, it's the refuge is in the bag. I'm telling you, like when
I love my kids so much.
She meant to go like.
And when they come, I'm gonna have things for their age. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have poetry slams for ages, but their money they make is going in their own bank accounts. So when they get to college,
what you gonna get like savings bonds or like regular?
My mother was really, really big on that, like making sure we had like funds.
Yes,
my mother was really big on that.
Yes, that's how my mother was.
So
I probably got like a bank account around here somewhere that she haven't told me. Northern Trust or something.
You have to think
I be getting emails. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no Northern Trust bank account.
I was 16 when I had my son. So statistically, if we're going on statistics, I would fall under statistics to where my kids are not supposed to have bank accounts. If we were going by statistics.
Like,
since I had a kid at 16, they're not likely to go to college. They're not likely for their mother to open bank accounts.
Is it based on if you black, white?
I'm not a statistic though.
You want to know the crazy about statistics?
We can go on statistics. What?
That's made by somebody that's on the same level, clocking in.
But I'm so strongly about. I look at statistics every day. I even have websites that normal people don't have. I go deeper, and I'm like, hey, statistically, and we're gonna.
That's an opinion at the end of the day.
Yeah, facts. Nobody ain't going around interviewing each and every person.
They actually pass surveys out, and people at churches and whatever get them, and they actually fill them out and put them in a box.
That don't have no type of superior over you.
So statistically, they will look at me and be like,
Is it based on if you black?
Her baby daddy is gonna be in jail. Her kids are not gonna have bank accounts.
Like it's based on if you black or white or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and I won't even be that guy, but I will say, even with the statistics and the research, that's an opinion. It's just like me, like going through like a hurricane and things like that. You know, a sandstorm, and then through all of that, I still got this crown just staying steady and strong.
It won't leave you. It's supposed to be on you.
Yeah. You know, and I'm kind of, like I said, I'm at this point where I'm noticing, like, you know.
It's almost like a rain.
Yeah.
Like,
like I'm going through all these storms, and I mean, like, even
not
when
the
I feel
actual
like.
Song. Like,
we're talking about crowns, Nate.
Oh, no, because you said rain.
No, but I have
you're right.
I have a song on the album.
You're probably correct. You're probably correcting me because I'm talking about, like, say things were back, you know.
Okay, ferocious.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
See,
I'm sorry. Look, she started closing.
I'm feminist. I love that.
She started closing.
Don't be out with me.
I'm like coming out of a.
She started closing. She's like, wait, hold on. We're not talking about this.
A cat that defied me as a mother.
Okay, ferocious.
I love it.
Well, I don't even. What was the subject?
Because she had to let you know that cats don't be out because I'm a woman. Fuck you talking about. Don't
what were we just talking about, you guys?
He said
he got
I say back in the day.
a song.
Or no, we can speak Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Like we have different kingdoms.
I never watched that.
Say they're like different kingdoms, and you travel overseas to go see. Not all of them. Some of them you travel through mountains, but say that's how it was now. You have a crown on you that is not coming off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So people can talk. Say back then, if there was media, you have to fill a certain person's shoe. But in your case, there's no one's shoes to fill. You just have a crown.
So I like
it
that
can be a different part of you. You know
I like that concept.
You know that with what is his name? And he's one of my favorite artists. So you know and.
But they use the crown aspect?
No, I'm trying to think. He battles himself in one of his videos. Starboy.
No, I mean you got the
Weekend.
Oh,
The Weekend. He battles himself.
I like he's very
creative.
creative.
Is it the Hills?
That's crazy.
Weekend is very creative.
Himself? That's another him that he.
The Weekend
is
very
out.
creative.
You have to think. With me studying the mind, like I know parts of myself, and this is not me being conceited. There is no parts of me after doing research on myself that I had to erase.
Mm-hmm. Talk your shit.
I had to,
talk your shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk your shit.
No parts of me, because I can, However, other people might say I step out of myself, but I really can because of the mind I have.
And that takes a lot of work.
So
it do take a lot of work. It take a lot of work to.
Oh my God, you know what I mean?
But to be by yourself and understand who you
recognition or. Whose recognition are you using? Because I believe in spirits. I respect people that believe in the Bible. But I question revelations.
Oh, okay.
So we can.
That's a whole.
Okay.
Hey. We can take it there, but it'll be personal. So
we can definitely talk.
It's just I respect spirit. I believe in spirits.
Spirituality.
Because I feel like I can live outside of myself and still have a body.
Okay.
And it's unbelievable to some people, but I know what I can do and I know what I see, and it's all mind power.
Yeah.
It's not any. I don't think I'm God, but I know how to use my mind. I can walk in my imagination with the mind I have.
You
know what I mean? Oh, I already
You got the same powers.
And back off the Game of Thrones thing, so. That's actually sort of the concept. So it's like...
So it's like you just have a crown. And it's just sitting on your head.
The crown is all I have. So it's like almost like I'm at this point where I do know that I'm underneath this crown. I'm just trying to figure out where I fit in as I rule. So it's like I go through... Like you said, I go through all these different...
You're special.
Kingdoms.
I can try to fit in.
I like that. That's fine.
And
I like that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the road... to the throne, I go through all of these different things, bump my head and make all these different type of mistakes, and then what I realize is the only thing that's honestly sustainable is the crown. Like through all these things and all these places I've been, all these hats I've worn, modeling, writing. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a king through all of
that
these
shit
things.
gonna be fire. That album gonna be fire when it come out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is a question? Is it a single?
Crown?
Honest.
Honest is the single. Honest is the single that's coming out April 20th.
It's smart.
You can definitely get your pre-orders now.
Pre-orders.
Everywhere.
Get your pre-orders right now. Quit playing with them.
I will also be announcing a sweepstakes for that too. I'm giving away some money. So all you gotta do is spend $1.29 for a single. You might get you $100.
Factabsolutely. You better quit playing with this, man.
Stop playing.
You better go pre-order.
Yes.
Quit playing.
So, oh man, I can't wait to talk to you behind the scenes.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this. Hey, shout out to a Jake City event.
Jake City.
Whoever you are, Jake, she love you. Suck that in now.
Yes, he don't even have to.
So like, you know, with albums, and
then after that, we're gonna have a Mac event. That's my other big cousin. His initials are MAC. So and you know,
Mac. I see.
In the beginning,
I got a song called Mac Attack.
Hey.
In the beginning of
the stars are lining
up. You know, from 8 to 12, we're gonna do. Well, 8 to 10, it might be 8 to 12. We're going to do a, giveaway. Mm-hmm. We're doing it all year round for teachers to help students throughout the year when their crayons break or whatever, We're having giveaways out there, and that's a MAC event. And then we're also doing the same thing for the Jake City event. Mm-hmm. But we're going to have, the point of it is getting local artist recognition.
Facts.
So we're going to have catering.
Good ones. Don't just say, because you got some local artists that just be out here just... Oh, yeah. I know. Just wilding on the track. I'll be listening. I'm like, bro. Yes,
we put a lot of work into researching artists. We got
Antonio.
Antonio is like,
when you listen to his music, you can tell that
he's going to be on like
he put effort into
in like a year.
He put effort into his craft.
I give him 2 years.
So you can't just say any.
He's famous now.
If you really want to get like into like. My mind, please go listen to my first project, King Me.
I love King Me.
Like I said, I was that's probably like next to this one. This will probably be a lot more honest, but definitely like I was coming into myself, kind of like breaking out of my shit.
That's your first album?
Yeah, my first. That's pretty much what kind of like got me buzzing. So I started that off on SoundCloud. Maybe like. I put that out like 2017, and I wrote that. I was on the road a lot. I was in between, like I think I was doing like New York Fashion Week. I was doing a lot of traveling.
Okay, yeah.
So, how is traveling as a musical artist?
So I'm kind of getting into that now. I'm also traveling. Like, listen, I've done a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. So, I did most of my traveling definitely with modeling. I did Fashion Week tour, and then right after I got out there, I had to go straight to New York for New York Fashion Week. So it was like, especially 2018, 2017, beginning 2019, I was like all over the place. So I had like, before that I was doing a lot of writing. Like I said, I was doing a lot of like Lost and Love and shit like that. And I just like, like I said, be just random shit. I'd be mad as fuck, write shit down, and then just kind of came in the song. Yeah. So it's like, people hear like good melodies, but you have to listen to the words to really
because it's the words.
It seems like you put stuff out, so you make an album, and then you back up. I promote. I throw it out there. You back up, and then you just like.
And you be like, okay, let me see what.
I let people just eat it, enjoy it. Yes. And I don't really care about. I don't look into numbers. Like I kind of look into numbers, of course, like for like my team and shit like that purposes. But I never look at numbers. I don't like to look at my views. I just like people to enjoy it. To this day, I only know like what views I have because I have to use it for like work.
So. What year did you put your first album out?
Ooh. King Me.
Because I feel like you met the right people now. I'm not saying you haven't then. No. Because you have, man, I respect everyone you shouted out. What you're doing. I respect everyone you shouted out because everyone you shouted out has brought you up into,
Mm-hmm. And I mean, and some have absolutely bit the best.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But,
because it's...
I say 20.
It's difficult.
What's the first year you put your album?
Whole body of work will probably be 2017. I was doing like maybe like I was kind of like playing around with things maybe like 2015, like singles. You know, a lot like a guy put me on. I'm not really sure what happened to this dude. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but you know he was saying, you know, I'm telling you, SoundCloud's where it's at, put your stuff on there. People really listen to SoundCloud. I'm like, okay. I put it out on some humbug, just like on some weird shit, like you know me and Brittany Johnson, BJ. Shout out to BJ.
Shout out to BJ.
It's a song called Energy. That's on my second project. It's 2 Below. And, it was kind of like. It was like for fun at first. It was like, you know, she like, talk your shit. You know
like, you don't try to talk your shit. You know what I mean?
I'm like, you know, talking my shit and just worked out. Like, first time I rapped, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it was good music to the beat, and I just did it. And I was like, okay, maybe I can rap a little bit.
Oh, shit.
And, yeah, I put that song out. I got, it picked up faster than I thought. It kind of, like, freaked me out a little bit. And I'm like, is this some robot shit?
Like, like you paying for your subscribers or something?
And I'm like, I know I ain't paid no money, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of picked up traction, and then Step happened. And I think I got up to like 800 views in like maybe like 24 hours.
Step is fire.
And I was like, okay. And then, you know, like I said, I was kind of doing my research because I'm thinking like, okay, maybe this is like some like robot shit. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, yeah. That's probably like my biggest song right now.
And what's that?
Step. Pretty much like, you know, like another motivator. I do a lot of motivators.
I love Step.
Step is just pretty much
Step
like fuck what people talking about. Like if this something this your destiny, this what you feel, this what you want to do that on that, see nothing else, do nothing else but that. I just step into my destiny, step into what I want to be right now. That's literally the song.
I love that song. Step.
And also and it goes. I also talk about like the backstabbing and shit like that. You know, I've definitely been crossed a lot coming to this place, and I think that that's something that just builds you up. It builds character, definitely. Teach you how to be careful, but still kind of like it's okay to like open yourself to people, but you know what you're doing, you doing it. That's all. And I just think like Step is definitely one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to think you the shit, on that shit, be the shit, on that shit, and shit on people while you do it.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Shout out to loving what you do.
Yes, because
very important.
We love it, especially at work. At work, I'd be like, man, I need something to listen to. I'm like, man, you ain't listening to Antonio Khari? Like, you tweaking. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me go listen to it.
And I mean, really, honestly, I just want people to just enjoy it. I don't really care about shit like that. You know, I mean, a lot of
people
accolades
definitely enjoy it.
Like I said, when it comes to views and stuff, I don't even look for that. Like, I don't care about that.
Well, you know, I'm here to let you know the real. You're gonna get paid.
She's like, listen.
Yeah, like shit.
Oh, I'm definitely about my money right now because I ain't trying to be. I'm trying to stop working in the next couple years. So
no, you are. So,
people
and
definitely
that's just with us.
Yeah, and
so you're gonna get checks. You know, every event you come to, you know, events you can't. Well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, don't be.
About business.
Dang, edit
this. She like,
so this is 3.5 hours.
I'm like,
you're gonna get
you doing that.
You're
edit this out.
Like, and this is gonna be locally. People are gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I love that. I think that, and like, I mean, like, even when I'm part of it, and I hope that goes well. I love when people get out here. Like, I'm a big philanthropist too. Like, you know, so I love when people get out here and do shit for a good cause. That's just
we're gonna have food giveaways. And I mean, that's back to school.
That shit is gonna be fire. Because
I like that.
Yes, we're gonna be helping the community.
I like being out there for the community for a good reason, not to sell
and
like
this
cocaine
is from here on out.
Or drugs. You know what I mean?
It's time to get back to our community.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we need to give out.
Because these kids are out of control.
We could give out gas cards.
We can give out gas cards. Hey,
that should probably be expensive as hell.
No, won't. No, won't.
$50 gas card.
How if you're doing it for views? Oh, that's something else you need to edit.
You just said. You heard it. She said, "Do it for views."
Oh shit! You got to edit that.
I told you I was like,
$50 gas cards.
We're gonna take her
Listen. Like I said, if you go do what you do your shit.
Okay.
Talk is what you do. Do that shit. Wendy A. Give to where she go and shutting the fuck up. That's all I'm saying.
Goods or something like.
Man, free Wendy. I don't know what y'all got going on, but stop fucking with her. Free Wendy.
Wendy? Where
is she?
I don't know what's going on with her. But I need her back on TV.
Wendy Williams?
Yeah, you know
she locked up?
No.
I'm like, she locked up. What she do?
You know, she's dealing with a lot.
She's dealing with a lot.
They're trying to get rid of the ghost.
But they're trying to get rid of her show. See, she's being smart about it, still making money off of it.
She still has to show, but people coming in.
Even though they're hosting for her, but the people, I think the people
her
are trying to get rid of that.
Her show's still going, but it's
still the Wendy's Williams show, and they just guest starred.
Yeah, but it's been like a year now.
What, it's with a husband or something like that?
No, like really, what's his name? Who's been doing it? Who's been doing it with Fat Joe?
With Fat Joe? Fat Joe been on the show? Because I've been looking at...
Is that Fat Joe or who else? Who is that?
They've been switching people out. So Sherry Shepherd's been doing it.
What is her name? What is this? She.
I've been looking at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon been on like...
Hold on.
I know who you're talking about.
Hold on.
Kim Whitfield.
No.
Kim Whitley. The comedian lady.
With was somebody else?
Because she was on there with Fat Joe once.
I didn't even know this. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's been having like A-listers kind of switching out on the show.
And Wendy Williams just been like MIA.
I mean, from what I'm saying, she's fighting for her money.
Remy Ma.
Oh, that was Remy Ma?
She was. They did do a segment the other day.
Yo, so that's because I go to Planet Fitness.
Because they low-key
Planet Fitness.
But I mean,
shout out to Planet Fitness.
So that's the show that they be playing. Because I be seeing Remy Ma and Fat Joe on that show. I didn't know it was a Wendy Williams show.
Yeah.
Wow. She hasn't been on there all year.
Wow. And Remy Ma I listen to a lot of battle rap. She just did a card called Chrome 23.
I think she got a battle rap show out. Like a
Remy Ma?
Remy Ma.
How don't I know?
That's her name, though. That's her name.
Drake was heavy in the battle rap. He had one called the Drake Show or something like that.
You talking about Aubrey?
Yeah.
Battle rap?
Yeah, battle rap.
What?
It was the main event.
Drake, but you too sweet for that. Sorry.
The main event that he wanted to see was Loaded
One of my
Lux
favorite songs is
versus Geechee
Started
Gotti.
from the bottom, now we're here. That's one of my favorite songs by Drake.
I love Take Care. I love his album Take Care.
With Rihanna on it.
Yeah, his Take Care album.
I don't like how he always brings up Nicki Minaj. I hate how he brings her up.
It's good publicity.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It keeps the
because they all came up the same.
He's like, hey, if you ever want to, let me know.
And the reason why
take it there.
That's good publicity.
Yeah.
The reason why I like
the
reason why I like Take Care because at that time that's when my brother was going up to Iowa to St. Ambrose. And me and him used to talk heavy. My mom already passed away. Me and my dad, we never talked like that. So I used to listen to his album heavy when Headlines came out, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is fire!"
My favorite song on there is "Underground King."
Yes,
hold on.
Yes, where he was shouting out Bun B and Pimp C. Yes,
I like that song. Because honestly,
that shit is fire.
That's like where I'm at right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
Underground.
I ain't really trying to be like the face of shit. Like, I'm just out here just trying to
sometimes
make
it just happens.
Yeah, that song.
And I mean,
fire.
that kind of happened with me. Like,
so what we're gonna do is like locally, when you start getting this rush, you know, we're gonna sit down.
I'll be back.
Like I said, we can talk about it later. Like, you know, like how you were gonna talk about how you feel, you know, because like I said, all the events I'm doing are gonna be either villages or city parks. Mm-hmm. So the city, you know.
I think that's a great idea. We need more people our age getting down here from there to be like, people think like, you know, people take care of the community and stuff. It's supposed to be for older people.
You're gonna get views. You're gonna have fans.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When it comes to like giving back, I don't care about you.
You're gonna have like
I would absolutely love to give
You're
back.
gonna have millions of fans just off local. So I'm just, yeah.
I mean, if that happens, that's fine. Like, I just want to I care about the cause.
Me too.
I'm just a big cause person. Like, like with the last few of my other singles and releases and stuff like that. I definitely like, even if it's on social media, I try to connect like a fundraiser because I like helping people. Like, my grandmother died from cancer last year, so I've been really, really big like on like cancer research and things like that. So, yeah. And then, I've been really doing my research on, I don't know if you know about it, but sickly vomiting syndrome. It's very rare. So my cousin Brittany suffers from it. It's pretty much how I kind of got an knowledge of it. I don't even really know. It's so rare, but it's like for a while she couldn't really keep food down. It's almost like something going on with and I'll probably give you more in-depth information on that. Because
we can do something because, like I said, and I'm gonna make it.
They get chronic pains, and she's definitely made a big break since then. She found like somebody that can help with it and things like that. But definitely, which is another reason why I'm like really big on health awareness because I have people that really deal with real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have a health safety for in college, a certificate, health and safety certificate, and in CPR. I have to get my CPR renewed when we have our events.
Oh yeah, I gotta get mine renewed too.
Mm-hmm. So we have to have CPR. My sister's a nurse, so we're gonna have security. We're gonna have all that. So, there's gonna be security, and you're traveling from Gary to
health is important, especially mental health.
I'm in the city a lot. I work in the city, so I'm probably
okay. Well, it's gonna be our first event's gonna be in Summit. I want to have it in Cermak.
No, do it in Summit. Start small.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have
small,
it in
and
Summit.
if it take off.
Although Cermak is a really good spot. That's like kind of like a middle ground for everybody. Yeah. West, south.
It's just because I don't know how people.
Second event in Cermak.
Yeah, because
I definitely think you should do a Cermak event because that kind of joins like all the sides.
I don't know how people gonna act because people nowadays they shooting and
all no. Because no.
You never know how people gonna act.
We're gonna have metal detectors. Security, yes. So
I don't want to get shot in my foot at the taste.
I mean, you got some people that just don't come south.
I seen somebody get shot in their foot at the taste. I was like, I ain't coming back here.
No drama, no nothing.
Let me get my life together because I'll be worried about shit out here. I'll be like, please do. Please do.
We're gonna. I have a friend that does. I have a friend that has transportation. So I'm gonna pay him to sit out there to take people home that's been drinking.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine.
In the park, think about
what you could do. Get you a business account with Uber.
You think? No, you think so?
Yes.
I would. That's something I'm looking into.
Everybody is familiar with Uber
because you have to understand, especially when you got like LLCs and business license stuff. They'll give you like deals on that. Especially so you have an event with big people. Okay, that's more people needing rides.
Yeah. See, but I'm only doing it. I only want local artists.
But you want to get back. So it's like my cousin had the transportation.
But you guys are. You guys are gonna like. Whatever, skyrocket from here or just on your own. Mm-hmm. So my job, to me, I'm just making it happen faster. Mm-hmm. So you'll be making like thousands and thousands. Well, we're not talking about that.
Off the camera.
You'll be making just locally. It's gonna be like
put no prices out.
It's like to where you'll sit and question like, damn, do I really want this? Do I really want to take to the next level and be like famous? Like be on the breakfast.
Because he already said that.
Locally,
as long as the check look right.
To me, it's
He said as long as the check look right.
I don't mind people. Like I said, I will. Believe it or not, I am not a big person for attention. So
neither am I.
If I'm gonna get all that attention, I just need to be worth my while.
Yeah,
because I don't care about people knowing me. I don't care.
That was a tough.
You have a great look.
Thank you.
You're like someone I can look at all day. I'll be like this.
I don't know how to take compliments.
You see how he's like.
Nay, look, I'm like stuck.
I don't even know.
Whether you like me or not.
And you just being honest.
I appreciate it.
And I'm just being honest. Shout out to Future.
Honest. Shout out to Future Not Drinking League. Got y'all cross that off.
Yeah, they got cross that over. Can't even
Every
drink it right. They sipping it. I can't feel my legs. Like, nah, you want to drink it or
can't
serve?
believe
Like,
I couldn't have never been in the
That's
studio. I would have told that
crazy.
whole studio. Like, so,
well, it's probably a lot of dudes. It's probably a lot of dudes that recognize, like, man, this nigga Future in here, he ain't never drink a sip of lean. Like you want some? No, I'm good. Yeah.
Right.
Like, no, I'm good. I only had lean one time.
I
ain't feel it.
You didn't feel it? Oh, man.
Last question from me. Are they thoughts or feelings? What you hear?
Yeah, I'm got confused.
What you hear? He's like dropping.
Okay,
it.
what you hear?
What you hear? Are they thoughts or feelings?
Wait,
from social media.
You asking, do he care what people say about?
No, caring wasn't even the question.
Hear.
What you hear? Are they thoughts or feelings to you? Or both?
Wait, nah, you gonna have to elaborate.
How?
Because I'm simple-minded.
Like, say things you hear. Do you take when you hear them? Do you feel or do you think first?
When I like,
and of course it can't be specific. It can just be opinion.
If somebody like hearing anything,
like things that people ask you, like, oh, like, hey, Antonio, like, how do you take the questions in as an artist? Like, do you think about the questions fans have for you, or do you feel? Do you feel the questions?
Yo, this is something different. Like,
okay, you know what? I love that question because you know what? Okay, I would probably say I definitely feel first.
Me too.
Me too. Y'all gonna have to elaborate.
That's amazing.
And I would love to. Okay, so let me see. Because I get what she's asking now.
Yeah, because I don't understand it.
Yeah, so it's almost like, okay.
You don't have to go in depth, like, hey.
What she's more so saying is, like, when I take in,
like maybe criticism?
Maybe criticism?
Maybe criticism or just a question without criticism. Like, how did you feel when you wrote this song for Honest? You know what I mean?
So when I answer the question, I answer it with thought, or do I answer with authentic
with feeling?
Always, I don't think about it. Yeah, especially when it comes to me being honest about anything. There's nothing to think about because honesty doesn't need a rundown.
Oh, so that like basically just the first thing that come on your mind, you just
how do I intake? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do I,
how do you take questions from fans?
So if a fan
like,
came off aggressive, asking you aggressive
like,
question, you come off aggressive.
Yeah. So versus like if she asks me about honest, I'll tap into my feelings. The honest
to answer
feelings
it.
of what honest is.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I get it now.
Okay, let me stick on my media training and make sure I answer this politically.
Okay, I got it now.
I probably should move more so with media training, but I don't think about it.
Yeah,
I feel like people don't get the best of me when I have to think about it.
Yeah, I noticed that. Because when I tried the podcast, like doing it off a script, I was like, "Yo, this ain't me. I don't like this." It literally
would never work.
Yeah.
Nothing scripted never works. That's
never
why reality
you sound like a robot.
Is just so.
It's fire
predictable.
It's
predictable because there's no authenticity.
Because it's like,
like
them two gonna fight.
Okay, Michelle will be here, so make sure you piss. Versus if she walks in, I'll be authentically pissed. Like at this point, I'm waiting on her to come in. Versus if she walk in this bitch, you're gonna see the raw, real feeling of how I feel when she walk in. So definitely feel it first.
Yeah,
you feel it. Definitely. Okay, that was a good question. I never knew about that.
I think we should definitely attack stuff with.
Feel it.
Because I feel like when you think, you ever play spades and they be like, study long, study wrong, study long, study wrong. It's the same thing with life. Like, if you have to think about it too much, it's 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get the question now. I get it. That shit is fire.
Hey, any
You have any questions?
any questions, shout outs?
Nate is feeling good. Let me tell
I
you
am
something.
feeling.
Your podcast.
Nate is fucking in it.
We're trying to let you. Hey, Antonio
Nate
took
is
over the
fucking-
podcast. Wait,
whatever.
hold on.
Like,
Wait, I might take a straight shot.
I don't
Just
even
for
know.
Antonio taking over the podcast.
I don't know how many cups I had of this, but that shit was fire
Cheers,
with the coffee.
Antonio.
No,
I love who you are.
No, I
Hey,
don't.
nah,
You are
yeah.
like it, definitely. And
Nate,
thank
you
for
don't
the
have a
support.
drink. Hold on.
Please
trying to take
check
a
out Nate Frazier Experience. He is really out here doing some things, man. Y'all make sure y'all support.
A Jake City event.
Support.
A Mac event
Please.
coming soon.
And we would definitely
Literally.
be talking about this event. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I can give you some performance times on that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Maybe
you.
I can
Thank
do
you.
live
Please,
performances.
please,
soon.
y'all check out Honest on 420. I'm telling you, this is gonna be
420.
something that your soul needs.
Don't get so high that you forget to pre-order.
Nate.
Because I will be. So please make sure at least you coherent enough to do it for both of us. Because we gonna celebrate being honest and high.
Being honest together.
Honestly high. Yes. Oh my God.
Honestly high. Oh, that's
But also,
what
you know what, and I do want to say this because I have been getting a lot. Y'all been really getting on my case about this. I will have visuals ready by the summer. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You gotta have
People
a
are getting
video.
on my case about like, yes, we want to see some visuals with the songs, and you know, like I said, it goes with my anxiety. Like, you know, I always like
Yeah,
to be
you're
heard,
not used to.
singing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of getting in this thing where I'm being seen.
Yeah.
Got some performances coming up, so hopefully
Okay.
the tour.
Yeah, you can probably record your stuff on tour. That could be the video.
I'm trying to put together a tour right now. I don't want to, you know, put the artist out right now, but you know,
Okay. How
it's
about
gonna
your
be-
secretary?
which goes along with what you were saying.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
she'll take
definitely
care of
putting some shine to like local, you know. Yeah, big names is fine, but we need to start praising people that's out here really in the dirt. In the mud.
Yeah.
So
Let's bring it up from the mud.
please be looking out for the tour.
It's coming soon.
Documentary is coming.
Ooh.
There is a documentary coming. It's gonna be a tell-our interview. It's gonna be real in depth. It's gonna be real raw.
Oh.
Y'all might need tissues and shit like that. That's the only time I'm gonna really go this deep.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a really.
Yeah, because he said he
I have really bad anxiety, so I hate opening up to people.
So it's like, me too.
It's really tough. Yeah, like it was like really tough walking up the stairs. I'm like, I do not know her.
Right.
But I mean, like I done been through some shit, bro. So it's like, listen, like I.
No,
I feel you.
I know. Hey.
And you know, and
feel
that's
you.
why I really liked you because
And then when
it
you
was
meet,
almost
it's
like
like-
you picked up on it. She was
she
more like,
instantly-
okay, you know.
Hey.
boom, boom, boom.
I'ma tell
I'm
my life
gonna
this
tell you right
way
now, I'm a
like
little
that.
lost, but you know, we gonna be lost together. It's okay.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I like stuff like that because I mean, for a long time I dealt with a lot of social.
Me too.
like,
And it comes from how we're raised, where we're raised. And like I said,
close knit family.
like I
too.
said,
Yes.
we weren't supposed to meet, but
Yeah.
we did. So it's on and popping
we
after
definitely,
this.
yeah.
This only happens once, like every 10 years.
Technically, yeah.
Statistically, you know, I'm big on
Yeah.
statistics, so
Oh my
Yeah,
of
God.
definitely.
course. Hey, I'm
So
out of
good.
shots. Wait, I need more.
Come on.
Hey,
Yeah, I appreciate because it's like what time is it?
Yeah, my life.
It's 2:07. We taking shots.
Listen,
hey, it's Sunday.
she said, "Do your shit." You just
Oh,
drop a
Easter-
baby $25 That's cool though. 'Cause I gotta go to Vegas to do some work.
Oh,
Ooh,
man. Okay.
Antonio.
I'm finna get some shooting
Vegas
done.
is nice.
They is getting on my case about these videos, so I have to.
That'd be nice.
Shout out to Antonio.
Shout out to
Cheers.
Antonio.
Toast
Thank
to
y'all for having
Antonio.
me. They,
Of course.
You're onto something. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I'm proud of you, bro.
I appreciate it.
Ooh, that is Cavassier.
Yes, that's that cognac.
This
Is it a specific cognac you like?
Yes.
What?
I'm a Douce type of dude. I like Douce and Jack.
I like
9
Jack.
times out of
I
10,
like
yeah. I got Douce in my backpack right now. So yeah, they always go with me.
What?
Y'all want some Douce?
That
Yes.
shit is like,
Hold up. Wait.
whoosh. Oh,
told
this
you I was
very
reading
special.
some-
Dang, we gotta
This
finish.
Cavassier is very special. That's what it's saying.
Hey, it was
It was very
Cavassier.
special in the 90s.
We
Ooh.
ooh.
I told him I was bringing a gift. I just didn't know y'all was.
Hold on.
Yeah, we had to. Yeah, that's what we was like. Oh, you like cognac? We got.
I was sneaking that back in the day. My granddad be like, "Where am I?" I'm like, boy, let's look for it.
Like, what are you talking about?
Let's look for it.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
One. He looking for cognac.
I never had Cavassier before.
Really?
It's my first time having it.
I used to sneak that shit. Boy,
well, we used to drink back
used to
then.
hate me. Every time I came over there, he used to have all the
Oh my,
when we was
such
younger,
a beautiful bottle.
when I was younger, we used to have
Antonio, you got class.
We used to have E&J.
You got class.
You know what? My mother would kill me.
I actually like the bottle of that. I like how the bottle
very,
looks.
very classy lady. She's very just ghetto fabulous.
Wow, yeah. Ghetto fabulous.
She's gonna kick my ass.
Hey.
You classy girls out here. Nah. She yeah, my mother's really high maintenance. I'm just telling the truth, Sheila.
Shout out
to you, Sheila.
High maintenance.
Yeah. High maintenance.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Because that's just who you are.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, but she's great. She's a really big help. She kind of managing right now, so shout out to the momager.
The momager. Oh, I like that. See, okay.
But see, we ain't gonna have no usher issues, so we gonna have to go ahead and find us something to do such a thing. Because we ain't gonna be fired out now.
Yeah.
Nah, my mother is great. I love her. She's been a really big support. I appreciate you, girl.
Appreciate you, mama.
So how long you been doing this? Are we still recording?
Yeah, we still recording.
Yeah. Okay, well, we could just have a conversation. How long you been doing?
Video been in and out.
I'm
right now, we
interviewing
3
them.
hours.
These are things. See, Antonio took over.
Yeah, how long
the
you been doing
podcast.
this, Gina? Yeah.
Nay, how dare you?
Now, I when Gina started working with me, and she started coming out with these ideas.
Was she the girl who was on the last podcast?
Yes,
At the end right here?
No, she was over here.
But it was like another guy here.
No, that was the
When
Will Smith
I
effect.
was in the Black Excellence one.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
we shot.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
she
over
was over
here,
here.
and T Weezy was over
Yeah.
here.
Okay, so that's how it looked from the front, but yeah. Okay,
Yeah, and that's when I first met Gina. She had all these ideas, and I was like, "Man, you talk so articulate." Like, I was like, "You should come on a podcast." She's like, "You got a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to start a podcast."
Because I'm gonna start. I was gonna start my own, but
I'll
I'm
put it on
like,
there. If she listened to it, she was like, "Nate, I feel like I talked to her."
Somewhere down the line,
Yeah,
But
you know what?
like
That's kind of what I've been doing.
Years later,
And that's what, and
just kind of network with people and just kind of build
and that's why I made the podcast.
I was gonna do the events anyway.
You can Angela Head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely.
true.
I was gonna do
the
events I'm doing at the parks. I was gonna do anyways, and then I'm like, after we met, I'm like, well, I can have you, be. I can have
because definitely
some of my stuff.
Family and almost everyone in my family is doing
I'm
something.
being super funny.
My nephews are doing photography classes.
Well, like not racist, but Mexicans is one of the hardest working motherfuckers on the planet. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Factually,
yes.
They gonna make some money, and I mean that the most.
And I'm mixed with black and Mexican, so, but all my family here is all Mexican. So
they gonna find them.
They gonna find them.
So mine is gonna be events, and I'm only doing parks. But like we can talk about that later.
Yeah, I would definitely plug you in my mom. She's very big on the biz. That's somebody you definitely.
We can travel.
And I was gonna say she did. From here to Atlanta.
It was funny because when I started my first podcast, I wasn't gonna invite a lot of women because I felt like women was gonna argue with me.
But that's what you need. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need
I brung. You was the first woman that I brung on the podcast.
No, really?
I think you was.
Document that.
I think you was the first one because the first one was all guys, and then the second one,
that's the only woman I've seen.
And I because I said that in the previous podcast when I was on Spotify, I was like, nah, because a lot of women want to argue with me on here. So,
but I'm telling you, that's actually what your podcast.
And what I like to do, I like to put people on here, but I don't want them to feel like their opinion is higher than the other person's opinion. I want them to respect somebody else's opinion or open their eyes. Yeah. So that's why I didn't put a lot of women in. But when I met her, I was like, yeah, you got to come on my podcast.
And she got a mouthful, so she can definitely carry her own.
Yeah, facts.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
That was nice. Yeah, I remember we recorded that. Yeah, that was nice. It took me.
It gives me a Breakfast Club feel because, honestly, to keep it real, the woman is the.
You got.
She's the dominant one on the show. Like,
yeah.
She kind of runs shit, but you would never know in the forefront because Charlamagne causes so much.
Yeah.
I love Charlamagne.
Controversy.
Yeah,
but that's good. He bring the noise.
I don't want the controversy part. I like how he
calls out the real.
Natural.
He's a good journalist.
I like because he be calling us out. I'm like, I didn't know that.
You know, he's a
Especially
very
Birdman.
serious person.
Especially
we just gotta work on his morals.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did that with what's his name? Fat Man
He is
Scoop.
morally challenged. You're right.
No, what was his name? No, Fat Man SE or something like that. He came in there and.
But it's like I think from what you said, it's about when you hit a stature. It's not about you no more. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to I raised their kids and I'm responsible for the kids, but their kids are listening to. I grew up watching the Breakfast Club, so you are responsible for me. Yeah, so it's like that's my only thing. I think he just needs to take a little bit more responsibility.
That takes us back to artists forgetting who their fans are.
Yeah, because like I said, we don't pick our fans. Yeah. They pick us.
Fans can be as young as 13.
You might make,
but when you put your songs out,
just
do you
like
think
with
about
your,
that?
Trap music coming, like okay, I can come out with all of these Gucci Mane ass, Yo Gotti ass songs, but maybe Frank Sinatra fans are listening.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
I don't think when it comes to your family, you don't have control over that. So it's like I don't have control. That might be true, but
you gotta do what feels right.
Because the lane that you chose, you have to consider that. You have to honor that.
You gotta do what feels right.
Your fans don't choose you. They choose you. You don't choose your fans.
Man, that's crazy. You the first woman to be on the. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had a question for you. Do you know anything about the Golden Gloves in Indiana?
Golden Gloves.
Golden Gloves is a boxing.
Golden Gloves. That sounds familiar.
Very vaguely.
Okay.
Very vaguely.
Golden Gloves.
But you
want him to perform?
No, I want to have.
I'll say that's.
She want to put on.
I want to have an event, but I want to send things to them to invite them.
Oh, okay.
Like, everything will be paid for. Hey.
Okay. Don't.
Edit that.
Here you go.
As soon as somebody hear that, they go, "Oh, she paying
middleweight." I rather do middleweight. Because a friend of mine did heavyweight in Golden Glove in Indiana. It's popular there, but I was gonna bring it here and just have a box, something for people to see, something different.
I like your mind. We gotta talk after
this. Because it's like
you actually remind me a lot of my mom. She come up with a lot of
but see,
she gonna make it happen.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And she gonna go hard.
Yeah, she don't just talk.
I'm
she
really
make it
connecting
happen.
with that go get it. You
Gina just make it happen. Really that's why when I met her, I was like, "Yo, you gotta come do a podcast."
Now, America, wait.
Yeah. I was like, yo, you got to come do a podcast with me.
Yeah.
Like, really? What I'm going to talk about?
Hold on. This is actually going to get you there. This might get you there.
That's what she was. She's like, Nate, what I'm going to talk about? Like, what's the topic?
I'm gonna do it.
When I met you at the door, you was like, she's trying to figare out some things to talk about. Then, I got the, like I said, it only took the trip up the stairs.
Okay, because that's normal. That's
you got to figure out for her to talk about something. Is this the interview? Shit.
Look at Nate hating.
No, I'm not hating. No, I seen the potential.
This is the smart business move.
I seen the potential. That's why I bring. So when I be telling, I be like, look who this is.
Okay,
they be like, that's
wait,
Gina.
Antonio. When we see him on stage, he's gonna be all scared. That's why he's
I actually like being on stage.
No, he's gonna be talking like coming from
I
the
like
stage.
being on stage. I just don't want to get
You
smacked.
can tell Nate is more of the social, but
I don't want to get
social
smacked.
boss type of person.
I don't want to get smacked.
Let me go ahead and throw you out there.
That's like, I throw out a joker too.
She's definitely she's definitely
Gina,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's what they been asking. But Makia, the one that did the Will Smith.
I like her.
Okay, so who?
I like
that
her.
was Makia.
I like her.
Makia is.
She's like she's hip to
so the person I was sitting
going on, like as far as celebrity.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it. That's the first girl I saw, and I saw you afterwards.
Okay.
So Makia is
the black girl with the glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makia is friends with Jay, the one that was sitting next to me on the Smith effect, and she was ready. As soon as I was like, okay, all right, Makia, talk your shit. Yeah, she wanted to come back because I got the cheating and because of the internet part too. And she was like, hey, we gonna do it. I was like, nah, I'm real sick. I'm not gonna do it.
She was ready, like, hey.
She did her research though. Because a lot of stuff that I didn't know about.
Williams on Ricky Smiley. Right?
Yes.
But she's more of like Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
She kind of
because it was a lot of stuff I didn't know about. I was like, oh damn, Chris Rock's brother was there. I was like, I didn't know he was there. Mm-hmm. Then she brought up Corey Holcomb, and I listened to him. So I was like, oh shit, I listened to him.
I think you should definitely keep the girls on.
Yeah. Yes.
They bring the
balance. It'd be fire. Yeah, I like it. Mm-hmm. It'd be fire.
You can't let him like take over the podcast like Antonio did.
Antonio could take over the podcast. He took over the podcast
and ran with it.
Antonio could take over the podcast.
Because I know I kind of picked up on the fact that she's a very interactive person, so she kind of gets into stuff. Yeah, and she got great ideas, so I don't need nobody trying to jip her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's why nobody there over talking. We like we gonna let talk your shit.
I'm like.
You kind of coming up with that idea like, oh, you know what?
And then you take off with it, and I'm like, yes.
And then I'm like,
but I'm over here like,
take off with it.
Wait, Antonio,
you gotta worry about shit.
Listen, but I'm like over here like, yes, on the inside.
Yeah, but
if you can see me off the camera,
Kid just wanted to talk her shit. Like she just needed a platform.
Definitely keep her around because she brings a lot of like entertainment.
That's why I was just doing my little ad-libs.
Like go like boss moves. I think
that's why I was just doing my ad-libs. I was like, oh shit, she did her research. Like,
she had like a layout for like 3 things. And
she was.
I mean, a lot of people talk about a lot of shit. That's one thing I absolutely hate. I hate for people to like talk about. Oh yeah, Antonio, I want you to be the face for this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go there because I'm about my business. So when you tell me we finna do some stuff, I'm mapping shit out.
You mapping people like, okay, this.
I'm getting the merch together. I'm getting
absolutely.
So it's like I need you to, I need people to be as hungry as I am. And that's probably like my biggest thing when it comes to
because a lot of people they
not
talking.
Hungry.
They
like to talk about it. They like to put it on social media.
I hate that.
But they not hungry.
I hate that. That's my pet peeve. No. Like, don't be talking to me like you hungry when you're not going to have the action to back it up.
I'm going to do anyways. Mm-hmm. It'll just be extra if you guys are involved.
Listen.
You know what I mean? And it'll only help you.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for it. Just give me the mic.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, networking is like everybody scratching each other's back.
Everything.
But see, the thing that I can definitely relate to you is, like I said, that's just in my character. Mm-hmm. Whether you do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
It just depends on if you want to get part of it, but I'm gonna do it. And I mean, like I said, it goes with a few people that I mentioned in this podcast, and I mean, like, no hard feelings. But like when I say I'm gonna do something and you're not on gear to do it with me, then
they gonna
you're dead weight, and I don't play with no dead weight. I weigh 80 pounds and nothing more.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Thank you for knowing a part of me, and we just met.
Listen, I resonated with that. Because I don't have time.
Can I try your drink?
Yeah, you can try whatever the fuck you want.
Oh my God.
Do say for everybody.
Nate, you are ahead. This is the Antonio podcast.
This is Antonio podcast.
Antonio just has that swag.
Listen,
absolutely.
Okay.
I have been trying to come in for a while, and they've been supporting. That's the least I can do.
Yes. I be telling you, I'm like, man. You got music I listen? Hey, you need to listen to such and such. Really?
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't do that for myself, so I appreciate it.
Ooh, this is not
so
good.
You see, look,
it's smooth, so you have to be careful with that.
You see, when you came, we did all. You feel me? I ain't never popped no champagne.
I'm like, what is this?
That's right. I ain't never popped no champagne on that.
Like, hold on, I gotta pull my pepper spray out.
What y'all doing here? I'm looking at me on the TV like, what y'all up in here doing? But no.
Nate's up and coming. He's in a
I'm
blow
trying.
so fast.
He really is. Like,
you guys are both gonna blow up.
Even with your last view, like, he was like,
call me when you
100.
blow up.
Yeah.
If you don't, if you call me or not, hey, I'm still gonna be doing you.
I try to tap in my creative.
One thing I do.
You don't have to call me.
No, but
Hey, I'm not the reason you're blowing up. You are.
But see, that's what I do it for. I like to network and put people up.
World premiere.
You were everything that I wanted. Then we fell apart when you got all that you wanted. Couldn't keep it real, always running. Stepped up to the plate, then whole time you left me starving. We had everything all that we wanted. All you had to do was be honest. You let someone better get on it. Stepped up to the plate, yeah, nigga, they never. Starving like Marvin, writing the bars out, you tryna make it. You bring me the concept, I bring it to life while we getting faded. But now that I'm blazing, I'm noticing now that you getting real lazy. Your memory hazy, now you poppin' shit crazy like you ever played me, yeah. I ain't gotta speak to P, we could let the work ethic speak. When I'm back to BLCK, lazy, they don't do it quite like me. You just is too bright, so I don't take that shit like